What up, what it is, what's happening, YouTube? Y'all already know it's your boy Srtfied, and I'm back with another one for y'all. If you're not a subscriber to my channel yet, what I always say, smash that subscribe button. Don't cost me nothing, don't cost you nothing. Just click that red button. Y'all already know what's up. I'm sure y'all already know this location right here and this beauty right here that I'm going to do a feature on soon. 1,000 wheel horsepower Hellcat. Yeah. No cap. Like, this is 1,000 wheel horsepower. Got the dyno sheet to prove it in on. But anyways, we're gonna get this thing started. Today we got, I'm actually over here. I'm actually not getting work done on my car today for once. Nuno sitting right over there, looking lovely, you know. But today we're just gonna do, you know, just a little video on sponsorships. You know what I'm saying? I had a request or a question actually on my channel about how to get sponsors. So I think this is a good opportunity for me to discuss that with you guys and also watch you guys help me out as I'm helping him out laying some stripes on this car. Like I said, if you guys are in the Jacksonville area, y'all need some custom work done, make sure you hit up my dog Gerald. That was his Instagram right there. Make sure y'all hit him up because he does majority of people's stripes, custom headlights, underglow, all that stuff. And by the time y'all seen this video, make sure y'all check out my dog One Killer Cat. He just did a wrap reveal on his channel, and yeah, he's the man that did the wrap on that car. So he does a good job, man. Like I'm telling you guys, he does a good job. His attention to detail is A1. But anyways, like I said, we're gonna talk about sponsorships today because I do have 2 sponsors. Big shout out to Insiders Custom Wheels. That is my wheel and tire sponsor, and also big shout out to Car Marker and Carven Auto Tuning, because those are my forged carbon diffuser that I have on the car and the rear spats. I got those from them. All right, so that's my second sponsor. And then also, y'all already know that I'm a part of a car club called Street Predators in the Jacksonville chapter. We have, I think, a total of, hey, how many sponsors we got for the club right now? Yeah, 12. So we got 12 sponsors in our club right now. So I think it's a good opportunity for me to discuss with you guys how to get sponsorships and how to go about having and keeping sponsorships, and the business behind it and the purpose behind it. Because a lot of people think that when you get sponsors, you know, everything just comes free and you don't have to do nothing. No, sponsorships, there's a purpose for everything, and a lot of people don't understand that. People just want to people see the glory of it, like, oh, I get free parts or I get discounted parts, but they don't ever see the behind the scenes and what it takes to keep those sponsorships going and what the actual purpose of a sponsorship is. Because yeah, you get discounted parts in the end, but ultimately it benefits the business. So, but we'll talk about all that stuff here in a few. So hope y'all sit back, enjoy, and I hope y'all get some knowledge out of this. And hopefully y'all get some sponsorships out of this at the same time. So let's go. So what you doing on this one? We're doing stripes.
Some good old rally stripes.
I like the rally stripes. I'm saying stripes. Oh man.
When you get over
Right. But I like the rally stripes on these Scat Pack, to be honest with you. When I first got mine, I thought about taking the Daytona stuff off and getting the stripes like that. But nah, I like the Daytona. Look at her. Look at her. Ew.
She aight.
Hey, you might be faster than me, but I'ma look better than you. Nah, I don't know what it is about Hellcats. You ain't gotta do much to them, but they just turn heads regardless. It's almost like driving a Bentley. And please don't slander me in the comments. No, it is not a Bentley. A Hellcat and a Bentley is 2 different things. But the point is, you don't have to do much to them because they have a status anyways. Anywhere you pull up. So, but we're gonna get these things laid down. How long on average does it take you to do stripes?
Probably 4 or 5 hours.
4 or 5 hours?
Sometimes. It depends.
I'm telling y'all, when y'all, I'm pretty sure by the time I drop this video, y'all done seen One Killer Cat's new wrap reveal. But that took what, 3 days? We took 3 days on that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just letting y'all know, when y'all go to shops and get quoted on laying stripes and stuff and getting these crazy decals, there's a reason why they charge you what they charge you, because it is not easy to lay this stuff down. Like stripes and these little decals right here, they're simple. They don't take too long, but the one that One Killer Cat got done on his car was a pain in the butt. All this noise out here. Ooh, that's clean. Clean. All right, I see him. All right, now make sure it's centered.
That's what I'm trying to do, basing it off of that rib that's in the grill, inside the grill.
It's crazy how when you look at this stuff in raw form, you're like, I don't know how that's gonna look. But then when it's laid down, it actually looks dope. That front is a little crooked.
I know. That's why I use paint stick.
Hey, I'm just trying to help you out, man. I'm just trying to help you out. That one's crooked too.
Hey. I'm on the side of the car, motherfucker. I'm going straight to that.
It's still crooked.
I'm going straight to that.
Hey, look, I always tell this man, where would he be without me? You know what I'm saying?
Critic in the world, bro.
Look,
It's just a guide. This isn't the actual fucking stripe. Like, chill.
Look, like I always tell people, when I do work on people's cars, I always treat their cars like I treat my own. Because at the end of the day, number one, you're going to have a happy customer. Number two, it's going to bring you more business in the end, because people like me who are super OCD, when they come out to car meets and stuff and try to show off their stuff, I'm gonna go over that stuff with a fine-tooth comb. Granted, I'm not gonna slander your car and be like, oh, it looks like trash or nothing, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, this person is not gonna get my business because he didn't take his time on it. That's how I look at it. But that's just me. I'm pretty sure there are some people out here just like me, but that's just me. All right, so while he's doing his little peeling right now, I'm trying to get these stripes laid down. So let's talk sponsorships. So I'm gonna just describe real quick how I got my sponsor. My first wheel sponsor was Insiders Custom Wheels. Post the IG right here. Make sure if y'all interested in any type of wheels or anything like that, make sure y'all DM me on Instagram. I don't like to share discount codes publicly, just because at the end of the day, I do want to support the business. But I don't want just random people just using discounts willy-nilly, because at the end of the day, you know, the business is losing revenue and profit at the end of the day by giving out those discounts. So I actually, see what I gotta deal with. But anyways, yeah, if y'all interested in getting any type of wheels or getting any type of discounts, make sure y'all DM me. Also, another big shout out to Car Marker and Carven Auto Tuning. Same with them. If you guys go to their website, if you guys are interested in anything, make sure y'all DM me on Instagram and let me know y'all ready to buy, and I'll give you guys the discount code for that stuff. But anyways, my first sponsor was Insiders Custom Wheels. So Steve, he's the owner of that business. Real cool guy, real personable. Back when I was looking for my first set of wheels, which were the Ferradas I had before these, the CM1s, I had the FR2s, if this is your first time watching me. I ended up searching online, and I actually went to the Ferrada website, and a lot of times when you go to those wheel websites, you can look up, they give you the option to look up local dealers that sell those wheels. So I ended up going to the website and clicking on it, and to be honest with you, Insiders Custom Wheels were, I think, the only ones at that time that popped up on the map that were closest to me down in Orlando. So I ended up contacting Insiders Custom Wheels and to get a quote and whatnot. So I ended up getting my wheels ordered through him, and because he was located in Orlando, I opted for, not to get the shipping cost added on top of the total price, because Ferradas ain't cheap. Granted, they're not the most expensive wheels on the market, but they're not cheap. So I contacted them. got the wheels on order, and I ended up going down to Orlando when he hit me up about, I think it was like a week or two later that he hit me up saying that the wheels were in and they can get ready to get mounted. So I drove down, met up with the guy, and to be honest with you, like I said, his personality is infectious, man. Like, he's real down to earth, real chill. And what ended up happening is during the installation process, while they were mounting my tires, he realized he didn't have the right lug nuts for my wheels, because aftermarket wheels, most aftermarket wheels anyways, you can't utilize the factory lug nuts. So because he didn't think about it at the time during the purchase process, he was like, you know what, let's go ahead and run up the street real quick and get you some lug nuts, and I'll take it out of my cut. Like, I'll take care of you, because that was my mess up. I didn't, I forgot to add that in there. I was like, all right, cool. So that already gave me a good taste about how he ran his business.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times businesses will try to capitalize on everything. Even if they messed up, they don't care. They just want to get their money. So, but anyways, during the whole installation process, after we were talking and whatnot, and then even after, we literally had, I think, about a good hour and a half, 2 hour conversation. But I asked him, I was like, hey, how long have you been in business? And I can't remember how long it was. It wasn't too long. It wasn't too long that he had his business. But I asked him, I was like, hey, do you offer sponsorships? And he was like, well, what are you talking about? Not saying that he didn't know what sponsorships were, but like, what, in other words, he was saying, like, what can you, how can I benefit from you with offering you a sponsorship? So I gave him my offers and what I can bring to the table as far as advertisement, business, bringing him cars and just views and so far and so on his website. So long story short, he went ahead and agreed to the sponsorship. So with the sponsorship, it was, the only thing I really had to do at that time is advertise. I just have to advertise his business. There's been a couple of car shows that I've been to. I asked him to send me some magazines and booklets, flyers, stickers, t-shirts. He even gave me a banner and stuff like that, to where I had to pretty much display his business and kind of be a representative of his business, the face of his business for that show or meet that I was at. So, and doing so, it actually brought him business. Granted, not everyone is going to purchase because everyone doesn't have the funds, but it's bringing traffic his way. So that's pretty much how that sponsorship grew, and just over time. I'm pretty sure if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys have seen plenty of posts that I've done to advertise his business. Then my second sponsor, Car Marker, also, I don't know if it's a separate business, because they both use the same website when you go to their bio to order stuff, but I don't know if it's separate or not, but they have two pages on Instagram. So Car Marker and Carven Auto Tuning. It's the same company at the end of the day. But I ended up getting that sponsorship offered to me after I purchased the forged carbon rear diffuser. And for those of you that know, or if you don't know, if you go to that website, that forged carbon diffuser is not cheap. It is not a cheap part. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying it's not a cheap part. And he ended up offering it to me. He was like, "Hey, if you advertise me, if you put my name and stuff, if you put my name in your bio, and if you, pretty much provide advertisement, I'm willing to offer you a sponsorship." And I went with it. Obviously there's a lot more detail that goes into it, which I'm not going to discuss publicly, because I'm sure everybody's sponsorship agreements are different, and I don't want to cause any type of problems or any type of issues with anybody else that has a sponsorship through them or anybody else and tries to negotiate based on what I'm getting versus what they're getting. But anyways, the point I'm getting at is I just had to do advertisement for them, and I have a sponsorship with them. As far as the club stuff, how did you, matter of fact, let me flip this camera. So for those that don't know, like I said, I'm with Street Predators, Jack's chapter. Put their IG info right here if you guys in the Jacksonville area and you guys would like to be a part of a car club. That is dope. The hottest car club in Jacksonville, hands down. I said what I said. If you guys are upset about it, in your feelings, well, but anyways, this is Stacks 707 _Ryuk. I hope I said that right. Yes. But oh, he rocking the SRT Bree merch. Big shout out to SRT B. SRT Bree. Lord have mercy. Bree, don't slander me in the comments. Big shout out to Bree. She always shows love when she comes to Jags or anywhere, you know what I'm saying? It's one of the homies, the YouTube homies for the channel. But anyways, he is the president of the Street Predators Jags chapter. So if you guys are interested in joining, or if you guys have any questions, or if you guys are in a car club and are coming through Florida or whatnot and want to link up with us, he is the person to contact. So you can either contact him on his personal page or on the club page. But back to the sponsorship talks. How did you go about getting those sponsorships for the club itself? Because you said we have about, what, 12?
We got like 12, I think. And majority of them we got through our parent chapter, Street Predators in Norfolk, Virginia. Well, I guess you could say Norfolk area in Virginia. Mm-hmm. They had a lot of that stuff set up already when I was awarded the chapter. So I think we started out with about 8, and as time went on, some members in some other chapters had acquired some different sponsorships, and it kind of just, in the deal of the sponsorships, because we have like 18 chapters, it kind of works out for us to be able to spread it throughout, so that way it's a nationwide thing. It brings that business a lot of business. So a couple of local sponsorships that we have and that we've been working on. It's mostly just going and talking to the business owners. Just go in. If you're doing business with them, certain places like Detail Garage, shout out Detail Garage. We do a lot of business with them. Our guys go and get a lot of supplies from them and stuff. So eventually we just kind of went to them and said, hey, you know, are you guys looking to do any sponsorships? And we, you know, talked about some things, did some negotiating, and we kind of came to an agreement. The guys there are real cool. You know, they deal with majority of the car clubs in Jacksonville because all of us are in the car, so of course we want to keep it clean. So that's just a small example of how some of that stuff can work out. But by all means, closed mouth don't get fed. If you want to get a sponsorship or you feel like you can offer a business something, then just go ahead and talk to them. Let them know, hey, I'm willing to do da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, 10, 15, 20% discount for my guys, whatever you want to try to do. You know, don't shoot for the stars and try to get a whole bunch of free shit out real. It takes time, but definitely just talk to people to see what they're willing to do and what you're willing to do for them in order to receive something in return. So.
Yeah, y'all heard it. So the biggest aspect. There we go. I was looking at that the whole time.
I gotta peel it back first.
Look at that. The flaws. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That stuff gets worked out. I'm telling you, I'm this guy's biggest critic. Half of y'all guys that got cars done through him, all I'm gonna say is thank me in the end because.
Hey, whoa.
Nah, I'm joking. But not really, but I am.
He helps a lot. He catches some of the stuff that I miss.
I mean, it happens. That's part of business, man. And it's part of any type of installation. Sometimes you just miss stuff, you know. But it's better to miss it and catch it while you're doing it than to have the customer pick it up and they see it. Because even though he's a good guy and he's a man of his word and he provides good customer service, he will fix anything that's messed up on your car if he did it. But at the end of the day, if somebody else catches it, people will automatically think that you do shoddy work and stuff like that. But anyways, the point that I wanted to get to you guys with, especially for those that are curious about getting sponsorships, and like Gerald said, closed mouths don't get fed. A lot of times you'd be surprised. Just ask. If you're interested in a sponsorship, ask the business. That's the easiest way to get a sponsorship. Ask. Granted, if you're going to a company that is a well-known company, Prime example, a lot of people want wrap sponsorships, a lot of people want wheel sponsors, tire sponsors, and stuff like that. People will generally try to go to the most expensive company and try to say, hey, I want a sponsorship. And the company will either say yay or nay, or they will look at or talk to you about what can you offer them. Because at the end of the day, a sponsorship is an opportunity for the business to get more business. That's pretty much all a sponsorship is. It's a give and take. What can you offer their business? And because you can offer their business whatever, they're gonna provide you with a discount and or free parts in return. So that's all a sponsorship is. You're pretty much an ambassador for that business, or a brand representative for that business. That's all that is. So closed mouths don't get fed. If you guys want a sponsorship, ask. One of my biggest secrets, and that's kind of what I go for, I generally try to go after small businesses. I try to go after businesses that aren't very well known, or even if they are very well known, if they're not, if it's not a product that you see on the market often, those are the businesses that I generally target, because those are the businesses that are quicker to offer you sponsorships, because they're trying to build their brand. They're trying to get their names out there. They're trying to get their product out there. So, granted, I'm not saying just go to any small business and say, hey, I want a sponsorship. At the end of the day, you need to also be able to vouch for that business. You need to be able to say, in reality, if their products are good, whether their products are bad. You're a brand representative, so you don't want to have a sponsorship and then you're slandering that business because they don't offer good products. It's just bad business to do that. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Like that is how to get sponsorships. Just ask. You'd be surprised how many businesses are willing to offer you a sponsorship. The problem with that is a lot of people, when you think sponsorship, they automatically think free stuff. Every business is not going to give you free parts. Let me just be very clear on that. They're not going to give you free parts. And a lot of times you have to make a significant purchase from them before they're even willing to offer you a sponsorship, because they need to know that you're serious about their product. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to buy a $2 part and then expect them to give you a full-on sponsorship where you're getting huge discounts. And also you have to be a return customer. Sometimes if you just buy one thing one time, it works out. In my case, it worked out with the wheels or whatnot, but a lot of times businesses won't offer you a sponsorship just because you bought one item from them, and a cheap item at that. So that's something else to think about. But like I said, the biggest takeaway is closed mouths don't get fed. Ask. If you want a sponsorship with a business, ask. You'll be surprised how many are willing to do it. One last thing that I failed to mention is how to keep sponsorships. So a lot of people, they get offered a sponsorship. The company says, okay, we'll do this, that, and the third, and we'll give you this in return for you to advertise us. Advertisement, it plays a big factor in keeping sponsors. You cannot just expect to have a sponsorship and keep that sponsorship and not advertise the company like on a consistent basis. I'm not saying that literally you have to post every day. A lot of that stuff will be discussed in your sponsorship agreement. I can't talk today. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the weather. I'm gonna blame it on the weather. But make sure you follow those guides and those terms that they put in there. Or even if it's just a verbal agreement, make sure you follow that, because at the end of the day, like I said, it's business. It's you providing them the opportunity to get more business by you representing them and being a brand ambassador for their products. So you have to post, you have to advertise on a consistent basis, especially if you're on Instagram, especially if you're on YouTube. Make sure you advertise them, like put their name out there, share their posts in your stories, post pictures, things of that nature. Even if it's items that don't go on your car. Prime example, car marker. They have forged carbon and carbon fiber parts, and even some non-carbon fiber parts that they make for various vehicles. They make them for Mercedes, they make them for BMW. It's just a few brands that they make that stuff for, and I post and share that stuff. Granted, I'm big in the MOPAR community, but I still post and share that stuff because that is my sponsor. The benefit of doing so, especially if that business gets a lot of traffic through you, you have the ability to negotiate bigger discounts and a bigger sponsorship potential in the future, because generally your sponsorship agreements generally only last about a year. That's give or take. I'm pretty sure there's some companies out here that do it for longer, but that's roughly how long they do sponsorships for, because they want to review it annually and they want to just, you know, see the progress of how them offering you a discount and or free parts benefits them in the long run. So if, for instance, you get a sponsorship through a wheel company and you provide them a lot of business, you can negotiate a bigger discount in the long run. Like that's the biggest benefit of having sponsorships. But like I said, there's work that comes with that. So make sure you guys advertise them on a consistent basis. Make sure when you guys are searching for parts, or if you know somebody searching for parts, recommend them. Say, hey, you know, check them out. If you check them out and you see something you want, talk to me about it and I can get you a discount or I can get you a deal. But like I said, advertisement, business traffic, all that stuff is important in sponsorships. So make sure you guys, when you get sponsorships, make sure y'all advertise that company, because that is the quickest way to lose a sponsorship. Or even, you know, even if you keep that sponsorship and you wonder why can't I get a bigger discount through them? Why don't y'all offer me a higher percentage off of your products? Well, that's why, you know, 9 times out of 10, that's why. So, and there are some companies that will tell you exactly what it is and why. Like, hey, you just don't advertise this. And there are some companies that just won't tell you at all. They just will ignore your request, or they will ignore that conversation completely. So it is what it is. But that is the point of, well, I ain't gonna say the point of having a sponsorship, but that is the work that goes into having a sponsorship. So starting to look good. Starting to look real good.
Shocka on the beats. Shocka on the beats. Shocka on the beats.
All right, so before it gets too dark, he's finishing up the final touches right now. Looks real good. Got the stripes laid down on the roof. And then on the front, it done rained on us and everything. So, but that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I know this was a longer video than I anticipated, but we're gonna wrap it up. So I hope you guys got some good knowledge today on what it takes to get sponsorships, and also what it takes to keep sponsorships, and just, you know, general info on sponsorships in general. So I hope you guys got some info out of that. And for the guy that sent me the comment about it, I appreciate you for that topic. I hope it answered your questions. So for anybody that has any other questions, suggestions on topics or videos, like I said, just hit me in the comments below and I'll definitely make a video out of it. But again, I appreciate everybody that subscribed to the channel. I got more plans and more videos coming. So again, like I said, I got some heat coming that is definitely going to change the look of Nunu. So if you haven't hit that notification bell, make sure you hit that notification bell and hit all on that notification bell, because you definitely don't want to miss what I got coming up. So like, comment, subscribe, follow me on my Instagram right here for you guys. Hashtag salute in all your pictures and videos. Put that for you here for you guys as well. And you got anything to say for my viewers?
Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. He got some shit coming. Just get ready for it.
Ditto. So, but until next time, YouTube, I hope y'all have a good day.